Imagine biting into a juicy steak. You're not just enjoying its taste, you're starting a fascinating journey for the protein inside. Our teeth chomp down, breaking the steak into smaller pieces. This makes it easier to swallow and starts the process of digestion. Saliva, the liquid in our mouths, mixes with the food as we chew. While saliva mainly helps with swallowing, it doesn't play a major role in breaking down protein. Think of it as a lubricant, making the food slippery enough to slide down. Once swallowed, the food travels down a tube called the esophagus. This muscular tube connects our mouth to the stomach, the next stop on our protein's adventure. Stay tuned to see what happens when the protein reaches the stomach. The stomach is like a mixing bowl where the real action begins. Here, the partially digested steak meets a powerful mix of gastric juices. These juices are very acidic, strong enough to dissolve some metals. Don't worry, these acids aren't harming us. Instead, they're hard at work breaking down the protein in the steak. The stomach also contains special helpers called enzymes. Enzymes are like tiny scissors, snipping the protein into smaller chains called peptides. This churning and mixing in the stomach transforms the steak into a thick liquid called chyme. After spending some time in this acidic bath, the chyme is ready to move on to the next stage of digestion. The small intestine is where the real magic of digestion happens. This long, winding tube is where protein gets broken down into its smallest building blocks. But the small intestine doesn't work alone. It has help from two important organs, the pancreas and the liver. The pancreas releases more digestive juices into the small intestine. These juices contain additional enzymes that break down those protein chains, the peptides, into even tinier pieces called amino acids. Think of amino acids as the Lego blocks of protein. Meanwhile, the liver produces bile, a substance that helps digest fats. Bile helps by breaking down large fat globules into smaller ones, making it easier for the body to absorb them. The walls of the small intestine are lined with tiny finger-like projections called villi. These villi act like tiny vacuum cleaners, absorbing the amino acids and transporting them into the bloodstream. The bloodstream acts like a delivery system, carrying these valuable amino acids to different parts of the body. Our bodies use these amino acids to build and repair tissues, make hormones and enzymes, and do many other important jobs. But what about the parts of the food that our bodies can't use? These leftovers continue their journey to the large intestine. Here, water is absorbed, and the remaining waste products are compacted into stool. Finally, the stool is eliminated from the body through the rectum and anus. And there you have it. That's the amazing journey of protein from a bite of a steak to its final destination.